here in the UK, if you listen to the native speakers, they don't really use any fancy words. They just use really, but what they use is phrasal verbs. They use a lot of phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs will make you sound like a native speaker. Like, like for example, if they say like, if they say like, I'm going out, they say like, I'm just popping out. That kind of usages. Whereas Hindi, I know Hindi. I can say like I'm like 90% I can speak. My problem with Hindi is the gender. Like kursi ka bhi gender hota hai, nahi?
Right.
So that's why I get, what should I say? Aata hai, aati hai, that kind of confusion, which I think Bengalis also have the same problem with the gender. So in Malayalam, we don't have that gender problem, but how is your Sunday going? Are you busy?
No, I'm not busy now, but yes, I travel today, so little tired. Otherwise, yeah. So shall we start our conversation?
Sure.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Very well. Yeah, busy day. Busy day in the sense, even though, because I went to London yesterday. So, because it's my son's, they get like every 6 weeks, they get 1 week break from school. So this whole week was his break time. So yesterday we went to London. So it was a busy day, very tired. And today also I have to take him out on a play date after this.
Okay. So before moving ahead, shall we introduce each other?
Oh, yeah, that would be ideal. Do you want me to go ahead first?
Yeah.
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 I am Shaila. I live in England, but I'm originally from India. I'm a UK citizen now. It's been over 13 years I've been living here, and I work I work a 9 to 5 day job. I work in the IT industry. It's been, yeah, I started working in 2005, I think. Yeah, old. I have done my master's in computer science. I'm from Kerala, actually. I'm from the south. I presume you're from the north, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from North India. So let me introduce myself, and your introduction is really nice. So I would love to tell you about me as well. So as you can see on the screen, my name is Priyanka. I belong to Uttarakhand, but now I live in Gurugram, Haryana. It is a very near to Delhi, so I live there. And if I talk about my education qualifications, so I have done masters in finance and marketing, qualified UGC NET exam. Now I'm preparing for an assistant professor job. Simultaneously, I run a YouTube channel where I'm uploading conversational videos. It's my hobby. That is why I've started my channel, and I love talking to people. I love interacting with new people every day. So I thought let's start uploading sessions so that people can connect with me. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love reading books and I love spending time with nature and with my family.
Wonderful. So a few things that I picked up is like you are from Uttarakhand. It's a lovely place, isn't it? Because I have seen that on Sunita's videos. She does the vlogging. She does a bit of vlogging. She shows her village around, which is a lovely. So, do you miss Uttarakhand now, living in Delhi? I think Delhi is a bit polluted now, isn't it?
Yes, I also feel the same. I feel it's a really polluted city, and I love my place, Uttarakhand. But after my marriage, I have shifted here, so there is no other option. I can't do
Same.
anything, so I have to stay here only. Otherwise, yes, Uttarakhand is really beautiful place. Things are really pure, like water, air, vegetables, fruits. Everything is pure there. But whenever I get free time, so I usually visit to my hometown and I spend time with my family. Yeah.
I'm not a travel person, so I don't really much know much about the geography and so. But when I bumped into Sunita's that vlog, I was pretty impressed by how beautiful the location is and the village, and it feels like straight out of a cartoon or something. Like she going to a village shop, and it is
Yeah.
really lovely. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
really
She's
get to
showing
see.
everything. She's showing everything related to that village life, and I also feel connected whenever I watch her videos. The places are similar. Like she is living in Chamoli district. I used to live in other place, but things are slightly same.
Yeah, is that cold there? How is the weather like there? What kind of temperature do you have there?
In Uttarakhand or in Delhi, like in
In
Gurugram.
Uttarakhand.
Yeah, weather is quite normal. Yeah.
But then
Okay,
it's
so tell.
close. You can see the mountains from there, right? It's
Yes,
mountain.
yes, yes. There's so
Not
many
cold, not
mountains. Sorry.
that cold then, because you can literally see. Is that what do you see? What is the mountain that you see from there? I mean, in Sunita's vlogs, I don't know which is part of Himalayas, right?
Yeah, but they like where I used to live in Rudrapur district, so they are just mountains started. They are not that much top, so that is why
Okay.
we can't feel that much cold like other people feel. Yeah. Okay. So tell me more about you. Why you shifted
So
England?
Oh yeah, why I moved. Okay. So as I said, I did my master's in computer science, and soon after I completed my master's, I joined an IT organization. So ever since I have been working in the same field. So, and I've been working for a UK organization as well. My UK organizations have been, I mean, it's my second organization now. So they always work for the UK. And the reason why I moved is when I got married, I moved here in 2012, early 2012. That's when I moved here. And yeah, and then we just decided to, my husband loves here. So, and I kind of like both places. I like both India and the UK alike. There are pros and cons of living in both
Right.
places. Anywhere you would find that. But
Mm.
uh, I that's the reason I moved here. And now I don't know if I'm gonna I have a plan actually to do like half winters there and summer here, and sort of when I maybe when I get close to retirement or something, maybe I might do that. Yeah, I can I still have the visa for India. I can stay, come and yeah, I can live there like as long as I want because there's no restriction around living there.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you miss Kerala? It is also very beautiful place.
Please, yeah, it's very humid and you sweat a lot there, which you don't in Delhi. Do you sweat in Delhi?
Yeah, in summer season.
I used to sweat. That's one thing that possibly I miss here, because in summer I get headache here because of the lack of humidity. Because you feel like you are in a furnace or something, but because it can get really hot in the sense it's a temperature like when you get to 30 degrees sometimes, or even I think once it got really close to 40 degrees, I think a couple of years ago. It can be really, it's not like the 40 degree that you would feel in Kerala, for instance, because you don't sweat here. You really feel that, also the rays are stronger here. Ultraviolet rays are stronger. Um, so I miss Kerala for mainly for food. I miss, I miss the, I like the food here as well, but I'm a rice person. I like eating rice. I can't live without rice.
Right.
Yeah. So it's my comfort food. And actually, yeah, I cook. I don't like cooking, to be honest. But yeah, I have a lot of frozen food in my freezer. We get to buy all of those curries and everything frozen, which is of good quality actually. Um, so I have them like when I don't feel like cooking, then I do use that. So yeah, food and people, obviously my family, friends, relatives, and yeah, miss. I just like how you said. I love talking to people. That's one reason I started when I got inspired by Sunita's videos. I bumped into her video first when I started this channel. Um, I started this channel. That's why I named this channel Speak with Shaila. So I thought that would be good for people, who would like to share this conversation. Spoken English means you need to speak. You have to be surrounded by the language, then only you can improve. No matter how much your grammar is good or how rich your vocabulary is, you still need to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, and what about your English? You have learned this language after shifting here, or when you are in India, that time also you used to speak in English?
No, not at all. Actually, India partly I would say because I did my schooling in my native language, which is Malayalam. Do you know? Have you heard of that language? Yeah,
Yes,
Malayalam.
yes,
Yeah. So that's how I did my schooling, and obviously you learn all of these words, all of the technical terms, everything on different subjects. Be it science, maths, everything you learn in Malayalam. And when you that until 10th, and when you switch to 11th, that's a big problem then because you don't know a lot of these words that they use in the English corresponding English words you have no clue of. And then you have to, in addition to that extra load of the subjects, obviously you have leveled up when you are in the 11th standard, and then you had, in addition to learning studying all of the new topics, you have to also get familiarized with these terminologies which you have been actually using the in Malayalam. You only know Malayalam, so that's an additional burden. So that's when I struggled a bit when I switched to 11th and 12th, and then yeah, you get the hang of it slowly. And then the graduation, even then you are not using the language because in colleges in Kerala, especially in Kerala, I should say, compared to if you go to Tamil Nadu, you see people using English more than what we use in Kerala. I think it's same applies to North India as well. Like I think one reason why we do that is Malayalam is kind of a complex language. I'd say it's hard to one of the most difficult languages to learn. I think is Malayalam because the words. Yeah, it's not easy to switch from Malayalam to English. Whereas
Mm.
Hindi, I know Hindi. I can say like I'm like 90% I can speak. My problem with Hindi is the gender. Like kursi ka bhi gender hota hai, nahi?
Right.
So that's why I
So,
get what should I say? Aata hai, aati hai, that kind of confusion, which I think Bengalis also have the same problem with the gender. So in Malayalam we don't have that gender problem, but still I yeah, we don't use them in Kerala. We nowadays people, I think maybe the celebrities and when I watch their videos, interviews, I see they kind of switch between Malayalam and English. But I maybe it's my problem that I can't switch between Malayalam and English. So I'm very comfortable when I speak in Malayalam, just fully use Malayalam. If I'm speaking in English, and so when I speak to my son here, he was born here. He's now 12.
mhm.
uh, so he doesn't speak Malayalam. That's you can blame it on me that we because when you work here, he started going nursery at an early age, and then we didn't have he would be speaking to the nursery teachers in English, and then he just got uh, familiar with that language first, and I didn't take much effort to train him in Malayalam. So now I speak to him in English as well, and then I find it difficult to switch between Malayalam and English. That's one reason. Possibly otherwise he would have learned Malayalam from me. So so that's why in Kerala, when I did, coming back to the point that in college I was only using Malayalam. Even when I did my master's in computer science, used Malayalam. We would be speaking amongst, because we're all, that's one problem. We don't have students from outside Kerala. It's all from within Kerala. Then why would be using that language? And then when I got into job, that's when my client, they were from obviously from the UK, and you have no option but to speak to them in English. So that's how I slowly started. Again, we only when you go on a call with them, that's when you speak to them in English. But you still get okay. You would definitely try to improve. When you hear their accent, and when you're used to doing something on a daily basis, so
On
yeah, that's practice. Practice makes perfect, as they say.
you are
Again,
speaking
I'm not
English.
perfect, but yeah, but I'm even now I'm still improving. Every day is a
You now you have environment. And there is no option. You have to speak in English only. That is why you are perfect in this language.
no, I'm not
Uh,
perfect. Don't say I'm perfect
there
because
is always room for improvement.
exactly. So that's one reason why I started this language, Priyanka, because I thought when I create videos. So I don't know if you had a chance to look at my videos. I do different kinds of videos, you know. So
I've watched.
yeah, so I do these coffee with Karan videos. One reason people love to watch those videos, and Karan especially uses a lot of fancy words and phrases, which when you create that video, you obviously prepare, you look it up if you don't know. I use actually low to medium complexity words. So because I can't really be putting only the complex words, there are people who would know which I think as complex. I mean easy, maybe medium complexity for somebody else. So I put everything up there. So um, yeah, so that's one reason when I create videos, I learn from it. It's a way to stay active as well. You use your time productively.
Right.
With your free time productively. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, this is correct. Whenever we connect with somebody, we are using this language, automatically we will learn something new from that person.
What made you start this channel?
It's my hobby, as I told you in my introduction. It's my hobby. I love to talk in this language. Since my childhood, I was very fond of to speak in English, but there was no environment, as you said, like you were that time. There was no environment. So same at my place also. There were nobody who can speak in English. Even English teacher also, they used to speak in Hindi if they have to explain things. So they used to speak in Hindi only. So there was no environment, but English was my favorite subject since my childhood. So when I started preparing for my examination, so I thought after clearing this exam, I have to face interview, and in interview I have to speak in English only. Then I started working upon it, and because there were no environment, so I created my environment with the help of my channel. And there are so many people now with whom I am connecting every day, like. Some people are YouTubers, some are co-learner. So whenever we get chance to, we usually have conversation, and in this way, like I'm learning.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a few people have come a long way. Like if you look at their first video and if you look at their recent videos, would see a huge difference. So it definitely
Right.
helps. Yeah, I mean it's practice, and you have to be. If you drift away from something, like you start with something and then you drift away from something, that won't help. But if you stay focused and stick to it, then it will definitely be fruitful. It will show results eventually. It's yeah, it's really, and you are also preparing for you said you're trying to be a professor, like to start with lecturer, right? And what subject did you say?
My subject is management.
Oh,
Management,
is
yeah.
it
Yeah.
finance management? Oh, finance is
Yeah.
really good. It's one of the you should actually start do some finance related videos. They sell really well.
But my interest in English only nowadays. I don't feel I have to make
Or
videos
maybe you
in.
can start another channel. There's no limit as to how many channels you can do. But it would be when if you look at the YouTube on YouTube, the on the finance videos, the ads they put it, they are really what do you call, what do they call it? I forgot what they call it. CP something, I forgot.
FIC.
Yeah, for the views. The ads are also ads, they charge more. And so
Expensive, yeah.
yeah, so it's you earn more from finance videos, obviously.
But my plan is like I want to join any college or university as
All
as an
right.
professor, and this channel I'm just doing
Passion.
for my hobby, for my passion. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's I think that's ideal because you still need a main job, and then this can be your passion, hobby, or side hustle, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it was.
maybe in future, maybe I will start a new channel related to my subject also. If I feel comfortable, then maybe I will start. But I think right now there is no plan to start a new one
That's ideal
because
because you definitely need
ha
it.
handling one channel is also a very difficult task. I used to upload one videos every day, but nowadays I'm uploading video like every alternate day. I stop uploading every day. It's
Yeah, I
difficult.
couldn't agree more. First of all, it's that, as you said, like if you want to do multiple videos, I've seen that like people doing multiple conversations. Like they come back after like a month or so and then do again. So yeah, it's good. Like it's like the small world is really small. Like we're talking, I'm talking to you from here. I'm from Kerala. You're from Uttarakhand. Now you live in Delhi. You know.
Correct. So do you have any piece of advice for learner who are watching this video, specifically who are learning this language?
Yeah, I think what I would suggest is you definitely need to know the basics of grammar. Yeah, it's grammar basics. You don't have to be that advanced in grammar, especially and vocabulary. Also, I thought that yeah, it's important to build your vocabulary. But even if you have like a decent number of words that just the basic words, then that's enough to have fluent conversation. But what if because I'm speaking from my experience here in the UK, if you listen to the native speakers, they don't really use any fancy words. They
Yeah.
they just use really, but what they use is phrasal verbs. They use a
Great.
lot of phrasal
We use
verbs.
a lot of phrases.
Phrasal verbs will make you sound like a native speaker. Like like for example, if they say like if they say like I'm going out, they say like, I'm just popping out. That
Mm.
kind of yeah usages is what makes you fluent. You need to have that every time. Otherwise, I vocabulary also it is good because when you watching it something like a even or documentary or something because they would have a lot of. If you need to understand that it
Mm.
vocabulary, but from a learner's perspective, I would say basics of grammar. I've seen people saying like grammar is not important, but if you want to sound like you're good in English. If you're good in something, then yeah, you need to. Otherwise,
Really.
anybody can speak. Yeah, speak a language, but yeah, the basics learning it. There's no harm in getting that foundation right, and
Mm.
then
And if our basics are clear, so automatically we feel confident because we
yeah, the
know.
confidence. I was coming
Mm.
to that. So the confidence is if your grammar, you've got good hang of the grammar, then you would feel confident. Because
Mm.
I even now my vocabulary isn't great, but I'm confident about the
Mm.
knowledge and grammar because I have to say that I had good tuition when I did my schooling just for English. I had tuition and that's how I got my grammar right. But those days you didn't have access to internet. Even
Mm.
when I had to know the meaning of a particular word, I had to look it up on the book, the dictionary. Otherwise,
Right. Nowadays, there's so many things. The AI available.
it's at your fingertips now, right? Like if you want to look up, so it's the word. It's so easy to learn something now. So the grammar you only need to know what is the past tense, present, because a lot of people make mistakes when you say like I I have heard people saying I have spoke instead of I have spoken. So it's
I have
really basic. Like it's really basic, and you can really learn that easily, like in a simple present, simple past, past perfect, past participle, everything. Past continuous, present continuous. It's
spoken.
it's really like the basics of maths that you learn in addition subtraction. It's just the grammar rules are really simple, but we just need to put in a bit of effort to begin with, and then I would say
Mm.
grammar, start with grammar, then vocabulary will just follow as you start watching different things. Even watching movies would help. And if
Yeah.
it's somebody's into reading, yeah, reading is the first thing that people should do, which I'm not. I'm not a good reader, so I can't. But I know reading is the best. If you
Yes,
read,
reading is the best, and I'm reading. I read every day, so I can say reading is really amazing task if you want to improve your English. So reading can help you immensely.
yeah, it's not just your reading is kind of a for your overall development, your mentally, and it's really good. I have to do that. I will start doing that. I'm very busy at the moment, but I'm as you age, you will have enough time. Yeah, I also like drawing. I like I do a bit of. I used to do a bit of painting, which I haven't done like in the past. How many years?
Can you
20,
show me
15.
painting?
I know I don't have any here. That's the thing. So I
Okay.
even learned a bit of shading and in my college days, but I didn't continue doing it. But it's
Mm.
something that I have kept for my like maybe like 2 to 3 years later down the line. I will do that because it's kind of I'd say called as therapeutic. It's whatever
Mm.
you love doing, you need to do.
Okay, okay. So you are also doing so many things in your life, and your English is also really amazing. And
It's just yeah, maybe a little more than average, but I wouldn't. Yeah, you are so kind to say that. It's really motivating to do better. And
yes,
yours so I'm sitting in a different room and the internet is a bit weaker here compared to the other rooms. Yeah, so I was saying that the way you are articulating is really nice. You obviously I haven't really watched your early videos to comment how it was, but you're really good. You're really good. Yeah.
thank you
So
so much.
so I'm sure that your audience would be getting benefiting a lot from your videos. Keep doing what you're doing, and we can connect again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Let's do like in a
This
month
is
or
just
so.
an introductory session, and we can connect again with a new topic. And that time, again, whenever we connect, so we will talk more.
We can talk about on different topics. Then we prepare a bit and then share that people will benefit from that. As you,
Yeah. Okay, then now
yeah,
it's time to
thanks.
wrap up this session. We will connect again. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was really nice talking to you.
Same, I feel. Thank you so much, and have a lovely Sunday. Rest of the Sunday. It's not your Sundays kind of come to an end, right? Almost.
Yeah. Okay, then bye bye.
Okay, bye. Take care. Dear. Bye.